New year, new van. Except not really, because we have not won lotto. If anything, 2020, we're going to be on an even tighter budget, but we do have a new look. So we've been home for, I think it's been about 3 or 4 weeks. I keep looking at Grant for the answers, but he has no idea. We've been back, let's say 4 weeks, and in that time, we've just kind of tweaked the van a little bit. So we've worked out what works for us, what definitely doesn't, and just how we can make life a little bit easier. So I'm not going to do a full tour of the van, just a little update so you can see what changes we've made, and I think they look pretty good. So the first change that we've made, we lived in the van for like 3 or 4 months, and then we realized as much as I hate black and I love color, it just doesn't work on the bed. So, ta-da! We got new sheets. I finally worked out what fits on the bed. So our bed is only a double. I did not realize that. We've been putting queen sheets on the whole time. So I've got double sheet and then a king size comforter. So the comforter is new. We've given up on Doonas and Doona cover. We've got the black comforter, black sheets, and then these were like Christmas and birthday, just to try and break it up with some colour a little bit.
Which probably won't be used during the night. You've got like 8 airs.
Instagram pillows aside, Instagram worthy, the next change that we have made is so many more hooks. So I tried those stick-on, oh I can't get the camera to see them properly. I tried those stick-on 3M, I think it is, hooks, and they just weren't great. So we've got these ones which are really big ones screwed into the wall. They're just like $9 from Bunnings, and I've pretty much put them everywhere. So that's fantastic. There's not a set purpose for them. Sometimes it's hats, sometimes it's bags. It changes every day depending on what needs to be hung up. Now, change number 3 isn't going to make any sense until I actually like put up the whole tour video. There's those hooks again. But these cabinets at the end of the bed that Grant has built, we've rearranged all of those just with what works and what doesn't. So this one here is now long-term bathroom. So things that we don't need to pull out constantly. And this is now our tech cupboard, because we embarrassingly have a huge amount of technology, and then we just chuck those on top. So with all of the tech moved out of this tiny cupboard, which you'll see when I get around to putting up the proper tour video, the old one, this cupboard was empty and it's become everyday bathroom. So deodorant, hairbrush, toothbrush, those kind of things that we were getting really annoyed having to keep opening and closing this and kind of dig all the way to the bottom. So this is really messy because I haven't sorted it out yet. We've just chucked it in. But just little odds and ends. Next change is we got a new blind. So I am starting to overcome a little bit of my anxiety and my OCD. So you will notice it is not matching. We've got black curtains and black blinds. This is a wooden one. I actually like not having that much black in here now that we've had to change all of the Doonas. But the reason why we went with this one is it's really thick, because the problem that we had is every time the window was open, the thin blinds would kind of bend and crack and it just didn't look great. So new blind is, what improvement are we up to, like number 5 or 6? We'll say we're up to number 5. In the boys section of the van, I've got the light on, but I'll have to be a little bit quiet because Marshall is asleep and Fred's just watching the iPad. So in the boys section, we've probably done the least amount of changes, but I just think this area looks the best. So the boys have started to really make it their own. So they've got all of their own toys, well, even more so now that it's been Christmas. George has put up a clock and a dream catcher. Fred's put up a little plant and some lights. So they're really making it their own, and it's looking good. It's just looking really homely. The changes that I have made is the same comforters. So we've gone with black, and then some additional baskets just for nappies and wipes. Our last improvement is our biggest one, so it's been the biggest change in the van. And I think it's also the one that is probably most specific to us, so this is not going to work for everyone. But this shelf here did have the microwave on it. Now, when we were living at home, we didn't have a microwave for about 3 or 4 years. We finally got one because it was a present, so I got it for my birthday just before Marshall was born, and the idea was that I'd use it to make bottles and it would just help out a little bit. But I don't know why we thought we all of a sudden needed a van that had a microwave, like we'd start cooking in it. So we got rid of that and put in essentially what we do need, which is a huge amount of junk drawers. Now, when I say junk, I mean junk. So wallets, deodorant, because apparently even going to the new cupboard is too hard for Grant, sun cream, Aerogard, tea towels. So we do not use paper towel. We've never had paper towel. So a big stash of tea towels. Ooh, tongue-tied. And that is our new area. So no more microwave. Just perfect for what we need. These big boxes, they're screwed down so they're not going anywhere. And that is our last improvement. Oh, no, I lie. So I've also added in more of these lights. So it's just battery operated, and it means that when we're free camping, we've got a little bit more light. And that's all of the improvements that we made over this like little Christmas break. Now again, it's not going to make sense until I actually show you befores and then before the renovations, so you can see what was actually there. But hopefully this gives you some ideas and also gives you a little bit more of an insight as to how we're living. Thanks.